Hello everyone and welcome back to another Stormworks video. Yes, it is finally that time for another major update here in Stormworks. The devs have officially announced the next major update date, which is going to be Thursday the 27th of May. Now this major update, as we've already known, is going to be the coal and nuclear major update in Stormworks. Now with it comes a bunch of new features. The first thing we're going to be getting is going to be a coal. Now coal is going to be a new resource that we can of course go and trade here in game, so expect to see some new areas where we can possibly go and buy and sell coal resource. This is going to be really cool for transporting coal around the world of Stormworks. Along with this, we will also get new handling mechanics for coal, so this meaning where you actually can go and pick it up and move it around in the world. It's not just going to be sitting inside of a tank, for example, like we have with fluid at the moment. So this will actually be able to be interactable. You can pick it up with your hands or you can pick it up with your vehicles. So really pretty cool. Hopefully it doesn't affect performance too much in terms of physics. Now with that, we are going to get hoppers, ducts and funnels that will be able to take care of any of this new handling mechanics with actual coal. And we also finally are going to get coal furnaces, allowing us to of course go and burn that coal. And moving on to the next feature, we also are going to be getting nuclear here in Stormworks. Now with nuclear, there's going to be a whole bunch of different things. We're going to have a bunch of new mechanics. Firstly, it's going to be radiation mechanics, which I'm guessing is going to hurt players if they obviously don't go and wear protective clothing. Along with that, we're also going to get environmental damage and sickness. So sickness, I'm guessing, is linked to the player itself. So if he gets exposed to too much radiation, you will become sick. And I'm not too sure on how you would cure this. Maybe the devs are going to introduce a new bar on the screen where we'll have our radiation level. And then I'm guessing it's going to start damaging your health, similar to my food mechanics add-on that I created. So I'm guessing that's how that's going to work. Along with that, there's also going to be environmental damage. I'm really excited to see what they're going to be doing with environmental damage, whether I'm guessing an ocean or an area of the water will get damaged and get contaminated with nuclear. So I'm not too sure on how that's actually going to work. Whether the actual animals, for example sharks and fish, are going to get damaged and you'll see them floating in the water. That could be something cool that they could possibly introduce last minute. Once again, I'm not too sure. There are going to be some new components, of course. We're going to get fuel rods, we're going to get assemblies, and we're also going to get control rods. In terms of actual handheld equipment, we're going to get a new handheld Geiger counter, and then for your vehicle, you'll also get a Geiger counter, so you can put that on your vehicle when you're trying to go maybe to an area where you possibly might have some radiation in there. So that's going to be pretty cool to see. Now, nuclear is meant to be designed to be used on your larger and heavier vehicles. Okay, it produces a large amount of power. Now with it, there is going to be a chance of radiation, so you need to be careful, of course, on how you're managing it. If you don't cool it effectively enough or manage it correctly, I'm guessing by while you're building it or how you're controlling it via logic, then obviously you have a chance of radiation leaking or explosions possibly here in Stormworks. So this is going to be a cool little mechanic with that. Now of course, adding coal or nuclear to the game, we're also going to be getting steam. Now you're going to be using boilers and condensers to change the water into steam and vice versa. And then of course we're also going to have steam turbines where we can convert steam pressure into mechanical torque. So this is where we're going to get the coal and nuclear coming into play here to obviously move our vehicles around in Stormworks. So that's pretty much about it for in terms of the new features that we're getting in this major update. I know a lot of players are really excited for steam. A lot of players are very excited for nuclear. I'm excited for both of them, to be honest, and see what kind of creations we can build. It's going to open up a whole brand new possibilities in terms of creations that we can build here. Obviously nuclear submarines, I know people have been dying to do that forever. Steam boats and also maybe some steam trains are going to be a lot of fun to actually go and build here in Stormworks and see how you can actually use the coal. It's meant to last a lot longer in comparison to your fuel here, so this is going to be great for your larger ships that are going long distances for a small amount of coal to have on it. I think that's going to be a really cool little mechanic to go and build upon. And then the actual transportation system, I want to see how they are working that into the base game. Now, of course, at the moment we have buying and selling destinations in the world. I definitely want to see some more of those, specifically revolving around coal, maybe some new areas or maybe a new island, or just maybe some built up areas revolving around coal, and that means we might have to transport from maybe the quarry down to the harbor, and then from the harbor into a ship or onto a train, and then maybe down south or maybe up north, and then go and sell it at a different location. And I hope they do add some more of the missions revolving around that, so we get some procedural missions here in Stormworks revolving around. It's not just up to the player to go and do it. There's actually missions saying, hey, you've got a delivery of coal that has just arrived here, go and take it to this destination and you'll get a reward. And hopefully it will be a multi-level and slightly a little bit complex instead of just being go deliver it. So I'm looking forward to them hopefully introducing some really cool missions with this update, because there's so much possibility. And of course, if they are missing in any of the things that I think they should have, guys, we will just go and create some add-ons to work with this coal. But I hope, and I'm also sure that the add-ons that we are going to get in the base game are going to be up to the task. I'm really hopeful of that. So that's pretty much about it for the major update. I'm really excited. I'd love to hear your comments in the video comments below. Let me know what part you are excited about. Are you excited about the coal? Are you excited about nuclear? And are you excited about the tradable system? Or are you excited about just building with these new mechanics and new components here in Stormworks? I know a lot of players are. I'm looking forward to it. So definitely keep an eye on the channel. There will be a lot of videos coming up next week revolving around the mechanics of it. We will go through a whole bunch of tutorials. We'll do a couple of showcases and a couple of intros covering the update, as we usually do. So definitely, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, the little bell icon too, to be notified of the future update. Once again, you'll see all the content released next week here on the channel. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that little like button. And until the next one, we will see you then.